We are going to make milk and honey bread. We're going to need milk between 105 and 110. We're going to need flour, about 3.5 to 4 cups, 1/4 of a cup of honey, and 1 package of active dry yeast. That could be 2 and 1/2 teaspoons if you're using the jar like I am. We're going to add the milk and salt, honey, and active yeast to our bowl right here. So here goes the milk. There goes our yeast. Gonna put the salt in. And the honey. Okay, there's, I'm gonna add 2 cups, I think. I decided here. And I'm not really measuring it very strictly because it really actually comes down to how it forms later. So we're gonna start there. I'm gonna put 2 cups in there and start mixing. Now I'm putting the mixer on the lower speed so it can blend all this up. We're gonna see if we're gonna need more flour. I'm saying yes, but let's wait till it's all mixed. Okay, I just added another cup of flour, so now we're at 3 cups. Now see how it's starting to form a ball? That is looking really great. Now, if you were doing this without this mixer, you would mix it. I would probably do it with a spoon until I couldn't mix it anymore. And then you would have to start using your hands at this point. Now see, it's still gonna need a little bit of flour. Now this is when you start doing a little bit of flour at a time because we don't want to add too much because we can always add in, but we cannot take out. Okay, so I've slowly added the flour, and I probably did it another 1/2 cup. But you see how it's in a ball? So to me, this is looking really good. You know, I'm not a bread maker, but we're just gonna try this and see what we can do, because what's better than homemade bread? The smell, the taste of it, it's just so homey and fresh. And you don't have all the additives that they put in there too that you get at the store. So yeah, I'm saying this looks really good. So see, it's a little sticky to the touch, but not really that bad. I'm gonna take this off of this bread hook. This is a bread hook. I'm gonna take this off the bread hook. I used to try to do bread when I was younger and I just felt like I didn't have any patience for it. So we're gonna try it this time and see how it goes. Okay. Oh, a thing I forgot is you're gonna need some oil or butter, and I'm gonna use butter. So the reason why we're doing this is that the dough is going to stick on the bowl, and then it's gonna rise, and you don't want it sticking to the bowl. And so we just put a little oil, or I'm gonna do butter because butter and bread, why not, right? On the bowl. And then, okay, so now we got the butter. Yummy. Yeah, it's gonna be yummy, huh, honey? Okay, so I covered the bread. It's in there, looking beautiful. It's gonna rest. You want it where you cover it so there's no breeze gets into there, and it just needs to be, you don't want it to set it where it's gonna be getting cold air on there or anything like that. And then we got our bread making pan right here. I like when I'm finished, or if I have to wait for something, then I clean up my mess. So we cleaned up all of our mess from the cooking. We got our bread resting, and then we're gonna prepare the pan by greasing or oiling it all the way around again. and then we'll wait for the bread. It's an hour or when it doubles in time, or doubles, the dough doubles of what it was. So while we're waiting, get that taken care of, you know, go have a break, do a cleaning thing, change the laundry, whatever you're doing while we're waiting for the bread. Relax, do a little facial, whatever you need to do. We're going for a walk while we're letting the bread rise. Okay, we're gonna come over here and check the bread. Oh, look it's grown. It's been an hour and it has risen. Oh my, I'm so excited about this. Now, once it's risen and it looks like it's double its size, we're going to get it ready here to put in the bread pan. Okay, so here we have our bread. Now, you get to do a fun thing, is you're gonna punch it down. I'm gonna cut this in half and I'm gonna put half in the bread pan. As you can see, I buttered it all the way around. And we're gonna set the oven now to 375. So here we go, 375. And see, while it's preheating, then our dough will be rising in the bread pan. Okay, I have several different ways. Now, I think this dough would have been good for one of these bread pans, because this is a pretty big bread pan. So I think all this dough could have done the bread pan, but I wanted to have a few little breads. Now this I got on Amazon, and I'm gonna break a few little rolls in here, and then let's say, oh, I don't have a bread pan, or I don't have a muffin pan or a little bread pan or whatever. How am I supposed to do my bread? So on here, or on a cookie sheet, or whatever you have, you could just put your dough on there and just set it there and let it rise, and then it could be like a round loaf, or you can make them into little rolls like this. So now we're gonna let this rise for 20 to 30 minutes, and you're gonna cover it again with the cloth that you had for putting it on the bowl. Okay, there we go, all covered up, and our pan or our oven's preheating. By the time it's 20 to 30 minutes, our oven will be heated and the bread should be ready to go into the oven. Okay, we're gonna look at this bread. It's been 30 minutes. Ooh, you guys, look at this. They did rise. So these look pretty good. And this bread, see, it doesn't fit all the way in the bread thing, but oh well. Next time when I do this, I guess I'll do it the whole thing in there. You know, sometimes you make mistakes or do something and then you just change it for the next time. All in all, I think it looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna stick them in the oven at 375 and 15 and 20, and we'll check them in just a little bit and see how they are. All right, we are going to check this bread. It does have 22 seconds, but oh my gosh, the smell is smelling so good. I'm gonna turn on the oven light. I just want to peek in here. Oh yeah, see, it's brown. So yeah, let's take out the rolls. Okay, so I took the rolls out and I put them on this cooling rack. All right, we're gonna cut into our roll just to see how the texture is. Cut that. Oh my, looks really, really good. I am so shocked that I could do something like this. I've never been able to cook bread before. Okay, there we go. I got the bread out. It's gonna cool here on the rack too with the rest. And as you can tell, the sides got a little bit browner than the top. Let's see, that one's a little bit darker than I would like. I just want to have a taster, so I'm going to cut it again. It cuts really nicely too, guys. It really does. Like, I didn't even squish it or anything when I was cutting it. Now I'm going to get a little bit of this butter. I got some butter on there. Look at how pretty that is. This bread looks really pretty. So let's try it and see how it is. It's light, it's fluffy, it's tender, good flavor, homemade taste. Ooh, I could taste a hint of the honey in there. It's like having honey on your bread. Pretty simple, and I was able to do it in a day. Here we have nice fresh baked bread for lunch. Enjoy, bon voyage!